Volunteering is great. Since I was little, that's something that was really instilled in me a lot, especially through high school. I was a part of volunteer corps and stuff. And then when I went to college, just that servant leadership was something that really was appealing to me. And so what I like to do, is give back to the community that gives back to you.
I think for me, volunteering has just been an experience for me to interact with different kinds of people and just really get active in the community, because UWO is part of the larger Oshkosh community, and that's an opportunity for us to show the residents that we do make a difference.
For me, volunteering has been a lot of fun because it's given me the opportunity to meet people that I wouldn't have otherwise had the privilege of meeting.
And I think with that, it also has allowed us to meet individuals, as Adam just said, and we can impact each other just as they impact us.
For me, volunteering has provided an opportunity to kind of get engaged in a community, and also to do something that I may have a passion for, even though it's not something I'm paid to do. So I really enjoy that.
Volunteering has made a difference in my life by giving me a very hands-on educational experience. I think that volunteering in general and the various opportunities that I've had have provided me opportunities to get very hands-on learning opportunities for real issues in today's world and society. And I think that volunteering has made me a better educated individual.
For me personally, volunteering gives me a chance to kind of give back to the community that I live in. Doesn't matter if I'm living here in Oshkosh or Northern California, wherever it may be, just giving back to the community. And you learn a lot about yourself and about others as well.
I'd say that my favorite volunteering experience was when my steward staff and I went to the Boys and Girls Club for the first time. My staff was a little bit nervous actually working with the children because they weren't sure what they were going to be getting into. But by the end of the day, everyone walked away having like a new little friend.
So last year, Donner Webster was partnered with the Winnebago County Archaeological and Historical Society. And the inner nerd in me got super excited. So during Citizenship Day, we got to go to the Morgan House, and we got to inventory different pieces. We got to touch them and hold them, and these are some invaluable pieces, irreplaceable. And so that was just a really cool opportunity to learn about the house while still helping them recognize the inventory that they did have.
Every year on campus, the Special Olympics basketball tournament is hosted at Culf. So it's such a great opportunity because I get to see all these different athletes from 9 to 99 competing in basketball, really playing their hearts out, just all the great attitude, positive attitude, smiles on their face, and whether making 0 points or 50 points, they're just all such great individuals.
3 years ago, we put together a fan in the stands section. We had probably about 10 extra people cheering on the group, and we came up with the concept of asking athletes for their autographs. And about the first 20 people act like they'd been there before. We're really cool about it. And then we got to this 12-year-old girl who we asked her, she looked at us with absolute shock, and then she smiled, she's like, me? And then she signed it, and every time I talk about it, it melts my heart, and I'm not a softie by any stretch of the imagination, but I will never forget it because it was one of the coolest moments that I've ever been a part of from a volunteer standpoint.
Well, there have been quite a few, but my favorite goes back to the first Citizenship Day when we first started doing community service as part of our training. And I'm a gardener, and I was fortunate enough and got myself assigned to the Paint Arts Center. So I was able to work in the gardens most of the morning, and I really enjoyed that.
For me personally, my favorite volunteering experience has been my trips to Nicaragua. I did those as an undergraduate for 3 years, and it was a great learning experience, life-changing experience. Just the people that you meet and the relationships that you get to build down there makes you really appreciate what you have here in Oshkosh.
For me, the most impactful volunteering experience I've had was in Washington, D.C. at the Father McKenna Center, which is a drop-in shelter for men. And it provided an opportunity for me to learn the very real impact of homelessness and hunger, and the fact that it affects all people from all walks of life, and that it's a very real issue that needs to be addressed in today's world.